Hi, I'm David Daggett at Daggett, Shuler, Attorneys at Law. Let me introduce you to one of my colleagues, Andrea Pledger. She's an attorney in our firm, and I'm delighted that you're one of my colleagues. A question we often get is, what is the difference between a civil and criminal case in a drunk driving accident? Let me tell you a real quick story. A little more than 10 years ago, I was a victim of an impaired driver. That case went to criminal court, and the young prosecutor at that time was Andrea. She prosecuted and convicted the person who injured me in an impaired driving accident. Andrea, can you tell the listeners a little bit about what the criminal process is in a drunk driving accident?
Yes, so the criminal process is something that the local government will bring in court. And so they will bring the drunk driver to court, and that drunk driver, if convicted, may get a punishment or be jailed for their actions of drunk driving.
So that's against the drunk driver. If somebody's injured by a drunk driver, does the criminal court take care of everything, or what else do they need to do?
No, so the criminal court just takes care of the law that's been broken. However, there is a civil side of drunk driving cases, and that's where we can help people who've been injured by drunk driving, is bringing a civil action against the drunk driver and their insurance company to get a settlement they deserve.
And what's the purpose of bringing that civil action?
Is so that they are compensated for the injuries from the drunk driving case, and that they can get a settlement for the pain and suffering that they've been through.
Including the medical expenses, their lost wages, any scarring, permanent injury, all those sort of things.
Yes, and all of those sort of things are handled in the civil case and not the criminal case.
Great. Now explain to us in a drunk driving case, when you bring the civil case, is that case against the drunk driver, the insurance company? How's that all work?
So it is both against the drunk driver and also the insurance company. However, as a civil attorney, we need to know about the criminal process so that we can talk with the police officer, so we can talk with the prosecutor's office and bring all of those things to the civil case.
And in a case involving a drunk driver, why is it important to have experienced attorneys that have the type of experience we have to handle those type of cases?
Because we need to know how to speak with the officer, talk about the field sobriety text, talk about the ways that we can build our drunk driving case to get the best settlement possible for our clients.
We are so fortunate to have an attorney like Andrea, who's been a prosecutor in these cases and has also represented victims. It gives her a bit of a unique insight, and I'll also say a bit of a unique passion in pursuing these cases and making sure injured people are properly taken care of. Please feel free to contact us if a friend or a family member has been injured by a drunk driver. You can find more information on our YouTube page, and please be sure to subscribe to follow us for more information.